Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. So like last week, I have two more fragrances to test this week. I have one that darkens and one that misbehaves. So today we're doing the one that darkens. I'm using Brambleberry's Kentucky Bourbon. And since I'm testing it, you figured I have never used it before. I can't honestly say it's a favorite. It doesn't smell bad. I don't dislike it. It's not a favorite. It does not smell at all like any type of bourbon to me. It smells kind of powdery like. But anyway, it got a lot of really good reviews as far as how well it behaves. It does darken. It turns it to kind of a medium brown. So when I do that, my go-to is to go with it. I use brown as a color. Nurture Soap's Mocha Brown. I use black as a color. Nurture Soap's Activated Charcoal. And I do white, and the white I leave unscented. That'll be the body of the soap. This will have frosting on top, and I'm going to leave the frosting uncolored. I'm going to put fragrance in it, leave it uncolored, and let the fragrance do its thing, and we'll see how dark it gets. So give me a minute to get everything set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So if you watched me last week when I did the tobacco and bay leaf, I had a plan that didn't work quite as well as I wanted to. I had something weird going on with my battery. It even looked weird. Nearest I can figure, I must have mismeasured. I could not get the bottom layer of black to set up, so I'm going to try that in tint again. I'm going to pour a layer of black on the bottom, let it set up, and then I'm going to pour simultaneously, side by side, the brown and white on top of the black. At least that's the plan. I just must have mismeasured something, but you know, the soap turned out. I had a small sample bar. It's not lye heavy. That's not an issue at all. I tried the small sample bar. Everything's fine. It's just something was weird with the battery. So we're going to try it again today. So this is our Nurture Soap's Activated Charcoal for our black layer. And all the reviews said that this behaves very, very well, so not really terribly concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it right in. And if you notice, I haven't measured today instead of pouring straight from the bottle. That's because one of the colors is going to be uncolored, and I can't use quite as much. So I had to measure out the safe amount. So let's blend this up so it'll thicken up quickly. Everything's well emulsified. Give it a pretty good one. Because, you know, it's behaving very well. Not even a chance of that setting up right now. Not even a hint of it. That was a pretty heavy stick blending with the fragrance for this small amount of soap, and it's very fluid. So yes, it does definitely behave well. So I will clean up that mess off camera. I'll be back once that sets up, and I'll get this cleaned up. Alright, let's get our two top layers. So the first is our white container, lightest to darkest. This is the titanium dioxide. I've already mixed with water, mixed it with hot water. And then when I stick blend that, it will really brighten it up. But I'm going to go ahead and stir it in best I can first. This is our Mocha Brown. Just give it a stir. And because it has been confirmed that our fragrance behaves really well, I'll go ahead and pour it right in and stick blend it in. Lightest to darkest. So we'll do our white first. just brightens it up so much when you stick blend titanium dioxide. You just cannot stir it in the hand. And we're ready to do our 2 layers. So I left the black nice and flat, and what I do with these is just kind of line them up like this and pour simultaneously. And you know what I did? I bet you know what I did. I know what I did. I got busy, not thinking, and I poured the darkening fragrance into the white. So we're going to have a brown color and hopefully just an off-white. I totally goofed. And there's nothing I can do about it other than just move on forward. There is quite a bit of titanium dioxide in this, which hopefully will keep it at least a tan color. Cannot believe I did that, but you know what? It happens to the best of us. And once again, this is not necessary. I just find it very satisfying. And it gives us a nice top. Everything's smoothed out and ready to take our frosting. That white looks so nice mixed with that brown, but it is definitely going to darken some. So I will be back when the frosting's ready. Okay, we're back to cut our soap, and so far, 22 hours later, the uncolored frosting on top has minimal discoloration. And if you watch the video, I intended to leave the white unscented because it darkens, and I forgot and put it in. And it's really just a kind of a very off-white, creamy off-white. I kind of like it. So action may have had an unintended consequence for the good. We'll see. Anyway, let's cut into it. And it'll darken some as it sits. Yeah, very nice. We'll see what this fragrance smells like after the cure. Just not really a favorite of mine. Once again, it doesn't smell bad. It's just not really what I was expecting and not a favorite. But once it cures, I might like it. You know, very nice swirls in it. And this fragrance does behave very well, I'll give it that. So I'm really happy with the way these turned out. I'm actually glad I put the fragrance in the white, even though I didn't mean to. It will darken some. If I remember, I'll get a picture this weekend. I'll show it to you this weekend. But that is what I have today, and I'm really pleased with these. So later this weekend, I will be doing a hot process because I have a fragrance that really misbehaves and cannot be used in cold process. So I'll see you this weekend for some hot process. Bye.